What do you think about me?
Don't kill me. It's just from like...
We cannot kill you because we are on the video, so they will know if you are disappeared.
I'm sorry. In Finnish, we have en pakko.
It sounds like something else, if you know what I mean. Well, a little bit here and there, but I haven't spoken to many people in those languages. If I have friends that are from these places, they're gonna be speaking English to me, so very minimal, to be honest.
What do you think about me?
What do you think about us?
Language-wise, a lot of them sound really similar. I'm not gonna lie. The easiest ones to tell apart would be like German and Polish. And then again, don't kill me. It's just from like,
It's okay.
outside point of view, a lot of them sound really similar, so I can't distinguish them.
We cannot kill you because we are on the video, so they will know if you are disappeared, so it's better not to intervene.
I don't really have stereotypes about these languages though.
We just know facts.
Like stereotype could be like that we think that German is really harsh, but it's not that harsh in real life. And I think that's the only language we could have stereotype.
I mean, for me, it's that Polish is the most complicated Slavic language just because of the cluster of consonants. I always think that it just sounds like a complicated version of my language. For me, Hungarian is just that it doesn't sound like anything else. I think it's the same with Finnish, except that I find it sounds very like like very jumpy and cute. And then German, unlike other people, I don't think it sounds very harsh. Actually, I think most of the time it sounds very soft spoken.
I think we just need to make her talk for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
So it depends like which part, of course, of Germany or other, you know, German-speaking countries it is. But Germany specifically and like the non-strong like dialect types, I feel like it's very, very soft spoken. And then Czech, I don't know, just Slavic language.
We don't really have any stereotypes with Slavic languages. Some people think that we just sound same.
I love Czech. I'm biased. Like I love Czech. Really, I want my favorite language, my favorite country. Sorry to other countries, but I love it. Yeah.
So why are you in Korea, not Czech?
That's a good question.
In standard American English, you would say car.
In Poland, we would say samochód or auto.
In Hungarian, we would say auto or koci.
In Serbia, we say kola or auto. Kola.
In Czech we say auto.
In Germany, we say auto.
And in Finnish, we say auto.
Auto gang.
Oh, auto.
Okay, we all say auto.
I mean, it's just the cut of automobile in my mind, so that makes total sense.
Would you understand if somebody would say like, let's go to the auto?
Yeah.
Oh.
It would almost sound like the cool way of just saying automobile instead, and I'd be like, lit, and then we go.
But it's so funny because like automobile, right? In Polish, it's samochód, automobil. Literally the translation, but we also use auto.
See, that one I wouldn't get. That one I'd be like, girl. In America, you'd say doctor.
In Poland, doktor.
In Hungary, we say orvos or doktor.
I forgot. You can say doktor or you can say lekarz.
In Serbia, we say lekar or doktor.
In Czech we say lékař or doktor.
In Germany, we say doktor or arzt.
In Finnish, we say lääkäri.
Lääkäri.
Lääkäri. It's actually quite similar to these three, though. Because like, if you would say that, I would understand. Because in Swedish, they say leikkare.
Oh, okay.
We just say lääkäri.
Sounds like lecker, like tasty in German.
Well, I like that some level of doctor is always available. So it's a little if it's said the other way, I don't think any of them I would get it. But at least there's like a really close one available. So even if it was like a full sentence and I didn't get anything, the doctor would at least be like really obvious, which is nice. In America, you'd say pantry.
In Poland, you say spiżarnia.
In Hungary, we say spéz or kamra.
In Serbia, we say ostava, but we also can say spajs.
So in Czech we say spíš or komora, but we komora. That was an American komora, but we can also say like a spíška, spíš, but that's like a slang word.
In Germany, we say Speisekammer or Vorratskammer.
In Finnish, I guess we would say ruokakomero or ruokakaappi, but I wouldn't use either. I would just say kaappi or komero. Like, I will leave the food part out of it because we don't use pantries. So,
well, it seems everyone had an S start except for Finland.
But it's like with Czech, let's say older generation would also use spíš, but it's more like, let's say cottage. In a countryside, you would use spíš.
Yeah, my mom also uses spajs a lot, but ostava would be like the Serbian word, like spajs would come from German, I think.
I remember that my grandma said like spajs, spajska. It sounds fun, funny.
We also usually use the Speis or Speis, depending on where you're in Hungary, for like smaller storage room. Like if you're living in an apartment, then you usually have a Speis. But if you live in a complete family home, you might have a complete storage room, which is not necessarily underground, but it can be, but then it's probably going to be called kamera. Because it's usually just the room style. Again, I'm so sorry to bring it up again, but like for example, torture chambers are called kamera as well. I'm sorry.
Because it's chamber. Komora is chamber.
I watch a lot of videos on weird facts, okay? And that's why.
But that's very interesting because in German it's Speisekammer. So you're using one or the other word of that version.
Because Speis is actually, if it's a storage something, you definitely store stuff there. But if it's a kamera, you don't necessarily. Usually you do store, but not necessarily or not only.
Yeah, but if you say kamera, I would still understand also, because we also have this word in Polish.
So in America, it would be a joke.
In Poland, we would say żart.
In Hungary, we say vic.
In Serbia we say szala or vic.
In Czech, we would say tip or żart. You have tip as well,
Yeah, we have
don't you?
dowcip, but it depends, żart or dowcip.
In Finnish, like similar to these, we say vitsi, but also like we would use like a slangy word for that instead. Say läppä.
Why are they all so cute?
So cute. Every time she says something like bits is alright, but then vitsi is so cute. It's like a cute version of it. I love it.
Yeah, it's like you hear it and you're like, you feel warm in your heart, you know?
Exactly.
We all feel cold in our hearts though.
I did expect it to sound similar, but I expected it to have slightly more similarities to English somehow. Because I find a lot of them do have like some subtle similarities, like either the same starting letter or like a similar end. Not even close. So yeah, sorry, I'm thinking about my own accent with this. Okay, so in America you would say tomato.
In Poland, you would say pomidor.
In Hungary, you say paradicsom.
In Serbia we say paradise.
Oh, paradise! Take me to paradise!
It's a type of tomato, I think.
These are so interesting.
In Czech, we say rajče.
In Germany, you say tomato.
In Finland, we say tomaatti.
They're all adorable.
So many countries, they say pomodoro or tomato, but we're just completely different. I don't know what happened to my language.
I think also with Serbian it's a type of tomato. It's like a paradise tomato, and that's the one I guess that got imported the most.
How does it look like paradise? Is it like covered in gold or?
I don't know, but I have to tell you, we have some excellent tomatoes. I'm always sad that I cannot eat Serbian tomatoes. It's something that I promote to my friends the most, and they're always like, Draga, we need to try those Serbian tomatoes.
Are they red or yellow or green or?
They're red, but they're big and juicy. Really, really tasty.
Big and juicy. Mm-hmm.
In America you say must.
I think in Poland we would say musisz, but it depends also who has to do it.
In Hungary, we say muszáj.
Oh!
In Serbia we say trebati.
Okay, now we're like really far off.
I mean, we have the word može, but that is you can. It's not you have to.
But you also in Poland can say trzeba.
Treba, yeah, but trebati is like you have to or you must.
In Czech, we say musíš, musat.
In Germany, you say mus.
In Finnish, we have täytyy and pitää and pakko.
It sounds like something else, you know what I mean?
Pakko with a P. Täytyy, pitää, pakko.
Okay, in America you say tent.
In Poland you say namiot.
In Hungary, we say sátor.
In Serbia we say šator.
In Czech, we say stan.
In Germany, you say salt.
In Finnish, we say tentta.
Tento.
No, teltta. Wait, I have to Google that.
It's so cute how you press on these T's.
It's the vowel at the end that always makes it cute.
It's like every vowel before a consonant, it gets like curved back, like delta.
It's with an L, not an N. It's teltta.
In America we say cabbage.
In Poland we would say kapusta.
In Hungary, we say kaposta.
In Serbia we say kupus.
In Czech, we say kapusta or zelí.
In Germany, we say kur.
In Finnish, we say kaali.
I'm telling you, it's always so curved, like kaali.
Kaali.
Okay, in America we say porridge.
In Poland, it depends on what porridge. Yeah, it depends on the product that it's made of. So we can call it owsianka, we can call it kasha.
What's the difference?
Owsianka, it's from oats. Kasha, it's from like buckwheat.
Well, we do that too. I would say there's a lot of people in America that if it's made with rice, they'll say kanji instead. They'll steal like a loan word. So That makes sense.
But kasha, it's not only buckwheat, it's all the
types of
all the
how is it mashed?
type of but except rice. But ovsyanka only for oats.
So in Hungary, for the exact translation, we would say kasha, but we also have a different type of food, which is főzelék, and usually those are having the very similar consistency of kasha, but they're usually made of vegetables. So you would have like spinach, főzelék, which literally just looks like a spinach porridge, or with potatoes or green peas. That would be definitely főzelék, but porridge like kasha would go for grains.
In Serbia, we also say kasha.
In Czech we say kaše.
In Germany, we say haferbrei or brei.
And in Finnish, we say puuro. And also what she talked about, if it's like made with vegetables, it would be just sosekeitto. Or if it's like specifically only vegetables, it would be kasvisosekeitto.
So complicated.
It sounds like, you suddenly slow down something. Like you to put like reverb and like slower version. It's like It's crazy.
Kasha, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, honestly, these are not words that I know that they definitely have like a Hungarian origin. Most of these are very generic. I mean, I didn't necessarily expect, but I was not surprised, I would say that.
In America, we say chicken.
In Poland, we say kurczak.
In Hungary, we would say both chicken or tyúk, but tyúk would mostly be for hen. So chicken, more generic is csirke.
In Serbia, we say kokoška.
Kokoš, that's a rooster.
It's so funny. So in Czech we say kuře.
In Germany, we say huhn.
In Finnish, we say kana.
This time German was by far the cutest. Yeah. That was really adorable, yeah.
But kokoška I could understand, because we also, again, my grandpa would say kokoška.
In America, you'd say stock.
In Poland, I think it also depends on the person, because we could say akcja, depends if it's one or more than one. But I think more correct term would be aukcje na giełdzie, like stock market.
In Hungary, it kind of depends, like the stock itself that you buy, that would be részvény, but I mean, it kind of means share. But for the stock market, a lot of people would understand, it's also tőzsde.
So in Serbia, we would say akcija or akcije or berza for the market.
So in Czech we say akcie.
In Germany, we say aktie.
And in Finnish, we say osake.
Osaka?
Osake.
Japan?
But I just realized we have a bank with the name of Aktia.
Oh.
So I don't know if it comes from like this.
It sounds like they're derivatives of like auction.
Yeah, I mean, it's action, right? It's also the action of doing it, right?
Yeah, because in Poland, if you just say akcja, it means action.
Ah.
Yeah, it's the same word in Serbian, like we use it for action.
So when you're buying stocks, you're just doing an action.
Yeah. So how do you say in German stock market?
Börse.
Okay, yeah. So in Serbian, it's the same. We say berza. So I think it's a loan word from German.
In America, you'd say parrot.
In Poland, we would say papuga.
That's so cute.
In Hungary, we say papagaj.
In Serbia, we say papagaj.
In Czech we say papoušek.
In Germany, we say papagei.
In Finnish, we say papukaija.
Okay.
They're all really similar. I wasn't expecting it to be that similar. Like that was almost just like the same thing with different, not really different accents, but you know what I mean? Like it could sound almost like different accents of the same word.
Would you understand it though if somebody says papagaj?
No, because once you started adding the second P, I'd have been out of there. I'd have been like, what? Dad, what? Papa, what? Yeah. In America, you'd say sugar.
In Poland, you say cukier.
In Hungary, we say cukor.
In Serbia, we say šećer.
In Czech we say cukr.
In Germany, we say zucker.
In Finnish, we say sokeri.
What's happened to Serbian?
Still, I mean, šećer, I guess a different way of pronouncing it.
So in America, you'd say wall.
In Poland, you would say ściana.
In Hungary, we say fal.
In Serbia, you say zid.
So in Czech we can say stěna or zeď.
In Germany, we say wand.
Finland, we say seinä.
Sena. That's like hay in
But
Hungarian.
stena-
So in Hungarian, sena, it means hay, like hay bale.
Serbian too, stena. But stena for me is like a big rock. You know those like rocks by the beach or something. You would say like stena. Yeah, we call those rocks, not walls.
So in America, you'd say screwdriver.
In Poland, you say śrubokręt.
In Hungary, we say csavarhúzó.
In Serbia, we say šrafciger.
So in Czech we say šroubovák.
In Germany, we say Schraubenzieher.
In Finnish, we say Ruuvimeisseli.
Ruuvimeisseli. It sounded like a sentence.
Ruuvi is like the bolt. Meisseli is just not even a word, but when you combine them, it's a screwdriver.
Yeah, the Serbian Schraftziger, it comes from German. I think it's like a loan word. So yeah, just pronounced in a very Slavic way.
In America, you say ham.
In Poland, you say szynka.
In Hungary, we say szonka.
In Serbia, we say szunka.
In Czech we say szunka.
In Germany, we say schinken.
In Finland, we say kinkku.
What happened?
I would understand you guys, but it's just you change the K in front to like the so it's like shin, but then you also change the end.
Would you understand?
Not a single one.
I wonder where ham came from then.
It could be like, because I find a lot of the English language either comes from Celtic words, French words, or German words, so I'm assuming that has Celtic related oranges, probably. So in America, we say toilet.
In Poland, at least in my city, because I know sometimes it could be different, we call it sedes.
In Hungary, we call it WC.
In Serbia, we call it WC šolja.
In Czech we say záchod.
In Germany, we say toilette or klo.
Oh, in Finland, we say vessampönttö.
Everyone is different. Just you guys are little same.
WC. Well,
But did you say like WC bowl?
Yeah, kind of thing.
Okay.
But šolja is kind of like also the thing you sit on, so you can still say WC and you will think of the toilet as well. Like you think of the bathroom, but you also think of the toilet. Like it depends how specific you want to be.
I feel like in Poland, for example, we also said toaleta.
It was interesting to see that a lot of like the front row in particular had a lot of the same words, just slightly different. And then in terms of like the back row, I'm not going to point out specific countries because it really was by row. Either you guys were either somewhat similar or just totally different from the front row, like in entirety. So I found that part interesting. And obviously a lot of them were not similar to English, but I knew that was coming. So
At least doctor was the same.
if I'm going to die in Europe, it's going to be all right.
Do you know emergency though? I was a little bit surprised, the same thing as she said. I mean, in other videos, people can see that we have some words in common, are tiny little bit similar words, but this mixture of words were just like interestingly similar.
Yeah.
Like usually it wouldn't be that similar, but this was like interesting. Not usual, very unusual.
I didn't expect us to have that many words in common, but we did, so that was nice to see.
I feel like usually when we do those type of videos, Polish is always the odd one. But this time, I'm like, wow, I finally found my people, you know?
This time we have a new victim.
Finland is always the odd one out, so I'm used to this. But it's just like, because they never have Estonian here. If there was Estonian, we would understand maybe. But yeah, but it's funny because like Hungarian is much more, like you have similarities here. You're not the same language group, even though like...
Because we were affected by each other, right? By living so close to each other.
I feel like maybe the similarities they talk about with like Finnish and Hungarian is more like the grammar, the cases, stuff like that. Because like nothing else like here, like the vocabulary is totally different.
What about Germany?
I'm actually surprised because I thought me and Czech will have even more in common in this round because Polish and Czech those are really, really similar languages. So I was kind of surprised that we had that much in common.
Yeah, it depends on words.
I think these words were just really, I think it's called like borrowed words. Just a very nice mixture of mostly borrowed words.
Yeah, that's why it was similar in a lot of languages.
Today we compared 6 European countries' languages.
Yeah, if you liked the video, please subscribe, like, and comment down below.
We'll see you next time.
Bye!